Hey guys, this is going to be a quick tutorial showing you how to manipulate an object that has a clear background, just like that. As you can see, I'm doing a flip off the edge and I make myself bigger and smaller. I'm going to show you another example of this by this video. As you can see, a plane is flying by, but I'm simply going to make it bigger, flicker in, and I'm going to make it disappear entirely, as well as flying straight down. So let's jump on into it. But as always, if you guys like the video, click that thumbs up and subscribe because I'm going to be making some more stuff in the future. So now that we're in Premiere Pro, I'm going to show you guys the video that we're going to be working with. As you can see, this is a straightforward video. You couldn't get more basic than this. There is an object moving and there is a clear background in the back. So in essence, you're just going to be masking out this plane. So what we're going to do is go click on the video, hold Alt, and then click and drag the video up to duplicate that layer. Or go to right click, copy, and then paste. Click on the top video layer, and we're going to go over to opacity and click on this circle to create an ellipse. We're going to drag this ellipse onto our plane. We're going to toggle the track output by clicking this little eye drop on the bottom video. Click on the top video, and we are going to manipulate this mask to make it closer to the plane. Just like so. Voila. Now we are also going to manipulate the feather of this mask, probably about to 25, to make it blend a little bit easier. As you can see, if we move the scrub to this video, the mask isn't exactly perfect. So let's go to somewhere where the mask is perfect. Click on Mask Path, and then scrub to a little bit to the beginning. And then click on the mask layer and drag this to the center of the aircraft. Do the same thing for the ending of it, just to make sure it's good. And then we can just move this around and adjust it accordingly. The keyframes, as you can see over here, will automatically be created. What we're doing is just creating a mask around this so we can manipulate it. So now that that's done, we did the hard part and we can start manipulating this actual video. Uncheck the eyedropper on this one. So now in essence, if we click on the top video and change the scale, it'll change the scale of just that plane right there. So you change the scale up a little bit, and then we can move this to hide that guy right there. So as you can see, we pretty much made, from here, we made the plane bigger. Now you're gonna have to mess around with when the plane goes to the edges, just like this. So yeah, that's pretty much how you manipulate it, but you can get a little more advanced as far as creating like a little glitch effect coming in. So let's delete from here on out, zoom in a little bit. I want to start right about here, and I'm gonna create a directional blur. So I'm gonna go type in directional blur, drag that onto there, and I'm going to go to the effects controls, go down to directional blur, make the direction 90, and the blur length probably about 25. As you can see, it's going to blur in a little bit, so blur in, and just like that. I want that to be a little faster, so I'm just going to simply click and drag this about half like that. So yeah, now it glitches in just like that. As you can see, when it glitches in, I think my bigger plane is too far forward for this thing. So all you have to do is simply drag this back using the X coordinates, just like that. And as you also can see, my mask is getting into the building. So let's click on this mask layer and drag that mask a little closer to the end of the ring. So it looks like this. So yeah, that looks awesome, guys. And as far as manipulating everything else, you can simply change the rotation. You can do anything you want with this. It's pretty basic and straightforward. You just have to move the position whenever you change the rotation. So you have to move the position X and position Y as well. So another little trick and tip that you can do with this guy, if you have your video and you just want to get rid of this plane entirely, duplicate this layer and create a mask by clicking here. We're just going to create a square, and we're going to drag that down here. Make the feather about 25 or something to blend easier. We can even go, probably let's go 100 so we can blend it. It's pretty easy. So now that that is created, all you have to do is change the position of the top video layer to cover the plane, since we are pulling the mask from down here. So as you can see now, the plane is disappeared. Now you have to play around with the masking when you get closer to the edges and stuff like that, but it is pretty straightforward. Well, awesome. As you guys saw in the very beginning, you can do this with any effect. I just made my guy bigger, and play around with how you make him look. Like as you can see, I'm scaling him up, and then I'm fading out the back. You can play around with directional blur. That'll help blend things together. But I'm excited to see what you guys make. If you make something, let me know in the comment section below. But as always, like and subscribe.